Good morning, everyone. In the last session, we completed our report generation functionality by using Apache POI API and OpenPDF API. Okay. Whenever we click on this Excel icon, that Excel file is downloading in the browser as a attachment. Same thing is happening with the PDF also. Let me run my application. Right click, run as boot application. Now, fine, application got started. Let me access that in the browser. Localhost colon 8080. Fine. We are able to access our application. When I click on search button, all my data is coming. Reset and click on cache search. I'm getting only cache data. When I click on the PDF file is downloaded with the data that is available in the table. Similarly, when I click on the Excel, my Excel file is downloaded with the data available in the table. Fine. So here in the last session, we have implemented our code, right? Whenever request comes to the controller method with the PDF as a URL pattern, it is going to set the content type. It is setting the response header and it is calling my service method. In the service method, I have written all my logic to generate the Excel sheet and PDF. We need to refactor our code now. We need to refactor our code. Excel generation logic I have implemented in the service layer. But actually, that Excel generation logic I want to keep in the Excel generator class. We have created one utility class for Excel generator and we created a utility class for PDF generator. For email also, one utility class is available. Now I need to refactor my code. Refactor means organizing the code and removing unwanted code. I need to do that. Now, whatever the logic I have written in the service layer method, simply I will cut that logic from here. I will cut that logic from here. I will keep this logic in the Excel generator class. Go to the util class. There is a class available with a name called Excel generator. In this Excel generator, I will write a method public void generate method. It will take HTTP servlet response. Okay. It is going to take response object as a parameter. Whatever the logic I have in the service layer, cut this logic and keep that logic in our Excel generator generate method. Import the package. Repository should be injected for the Excel generator. Okay. Now here, I need the repository to get the data. Private citizen plan repository and that is plan repo. Let me go for @auto wiring. And I want to make this class. I want to make this class as a Spring Bean. So this class, to make it as a Spring Bean, I'm going for @component. So Excel generator generation logic is available in my Excel generator. Okay. So here I'm getting the object. I'm getting the object of repository. Document object is there. In this Excel port export PDF. Sorry, I think I copied PDF logic. Remove this. Yeah. So this is a class. This class is used to export data in the Excel format. Data should come from the database. For that repository I'm taking. Go to service IMPL. Here the logic available to export the Excel. Cut this logic from here. Cut the logic from here. Keep that logic in Excel generator generate method. Now, wherever you want to generate the Excel, that you can now wherever you want to generate the Excel, then you can call the generate method. Here, if you don't want to call the database from this here, you can remove that. Whatever the records we need, that records also we can take as a method parameter. I can ignore database call from here. I can ignore database call from here. I'm writing Excel generator class In that Excel generator, I have taken a generate method. In that method, I am taking response object and my records. What are the records we are having? The records I want to store into my Excel sheet. That Excel sheet I need to keep in the workbook. That workbook I need to attach to my output stream. Now go to service IMPL. In the service IMPL, I need to call Excel generator method. Excel generator is a Spring Bean. Let us inject that. Private Excel generator. Excel generator. How to inject it? By using auto wiring. Now go to our service method. Where you want to generate the Excel, here I am going to first get the data, plan repository dot find all. All the records will come. Those records I am storing into my collection object. Okay, exit. So now I'm storing into a variable, all plans are available. Now I should write the logic in this method to generate the Excel, or I should call Excel generator class method. Excel generator class method should be called. Now here, go to this. Let me call that method Excel generator dot generate response comma plans object. With this, my service method is clean. Okay. Whenever you click on the Excel icon, request will come to your controller method. Controller will call your service method. Service method will get the data from the database. Then service method will call Excel generator class method. That means I am trying to follow single responsibility principle. One class should perform only one action. Inside the service, I can write the logic to generate the Excel. I can write the logic to generate the PDF also. But is it recommended or not recommended? Not recommended. Why it is not recommended? Why it is not recommended, guys? If you write everything in one class, then it will become difficult to manage that code. It will become difficult to manage that code. I have Excel generator class. Manikanta. Hello. Sign below, sir. Right. I have taken Excel generator class. In that class, I am writing one method. For that method, I am taking response object and records. What is the meaning of response and what is the records? To which response we want to send the data? To which response? Battery is changing. To which response I want to send the data and what are the records that I need to send it. For that, I created Excel generator and I am trying to call the method. Go to service class. In the service class, earlier I implemented all the logic. Now, do I need to implement that logic or I no need to implement this logic? I no need to implement this logic. What I need to do in my service? What I need to do in my service? I need to get the data. I need to give it to generator class. Yeah, let me import Excel generator class in my service. Private Excel generator. Excel generator. Go for auto wiring. @auto wire. So in my service class, I'm injecting my Excel generator. Go to this Excel generator class object and call the method. Excel generator dot generate. I'm passing my response object. I'm passing the plans here. Now I'm returning true. Same thing can I do with the PDF also? Same thing can we do with the PDF as well? Yes. Let us do the same thing with the PDF also. Go to PDF generator class. I want to make it as a Spring Bean. How to make it as a Spring Bean? @component. Let me write one method. Public void generate method. Public void generate method. I need the response object. HTTP servlet response comma. I need list of plans to generate the data. Entity objects I am taking. Okay, so these are my plans. Whatever the logic is there for the PDF generation, cut that logic from here and keep that logic in the PDF generator class. Take this logic, keep the logic in the generate method. Now remove this database call. Do I need to make a database call? I no need to make a database call. No, because records already coming as my method parameter. I no need to get it from the database again. Who is responsible to communicate with the database in our project? Who is responsible to communicate with the database in our project? Service. Who is responsible to generate the PDF generator class? Who is responsible to generate the Excel generator class? Okay, my service layer will get the data from the database, will give to PDF generator to generate the PDF. My service class will get the data from the database, will give to Excel generator to generate the Excel file. Are you clear? In the real time, we are going to develop classes like this. Always our classes should be loosely coupled. If I combine, I can, yesterday also I got the required output. I'm able to generate the Excel. I'm able to generate the PDF. But what is the problem? Everything is available in the service class only. Database communication logic in the service. Query generation logic in the service. Excel generation logic in the service. PDF generation logic also in the service. One class is doing several operations that is not recommended. Okay. So today I am modifying my code as per industry standard. Good. So here I have created one class called PDF generator. In the PDF generator class, I have a generate method. That method is taking the response object and it is taking the plans data. With that plans data, I am preparing the PDF. Okay. Now go to service. Here, PDF generator I need to inject. PDF generator I need to inject. Now let me inject PDF generator, private PDF generator. PDF generator, let me call the method available in the PDF generator class @auto wiring. Now come down. So here there is a method in the service layer to export the PDF. But who is responsible to generate the PDF? PDF generator class. Let me call the method plan repo dot dot find all. I'm getting all the records here. These are my plans. These plans data I should give to my PDF generator class. How to give to PDF generator class? PDF generator dot generate response comma plan. That's it. This task is completed. Earlier, everything is available in the service layer. Guys, earlier, all the logics are available in my service layer. Now, I have reduced the burden on the service layer by decoupling the components. Got it? Now, observe carefully what is happening in our project. UI is available, guys. Let me start my application. Let me start my application in the debug mode. Right click, debug as boot application. Observe carefully. Code is same. The only thing is I have decoupled my logics from one class to multiple classes. That is called code refactoring. I'm doing the code refactoring. Now, here F8. Okay, index page will be loaded. Yep, my index page is loaded. There is a breakpoint. Now, index page is calling init method. In the init method, I'm sending the names and statuses to the UI. Names and statuses loaded in the UI. Now, I will click on search button. When I click on search button, what will happen? From the controller, from the UI, request is going to people. Some people are saying we are not understanding from which class to which class the control is going. By using debugging only, we have to understand that. Without debugging, we can't understand because
I'm not developing a project with one class. In my project, 10 to 15 classes are available. I can't write everything in one class. I'm dividing the logic into multiple classes. One class is talking to another class. One class method calling the another class method. How that communication is happening? We need to understand execution flow of our application. To understand execution flow of our application, debugging is the only technique. If you don't use a debugging, then you can't understand anything. Got it? Now here, I'm trying to click on, this search button. From the UI, I'm clicking on the search. UI will talk to controller. UI will send the form data to the controller. In the controller, I got the binding object. Am I getting any data in the binding object? Am I getting any data in the binding object? No. That means what is the meaning of that? Client is not selecting any criteria. Client is directly clicking on the search button. Now, with this, I'm going to call my service method. What is happening in the service method? It is taking the request object. If data is available in the request object, setting the data to the entity object. Does any field having the data? No field is having the data. No field is having the data. When there is no data in the request object, my entity also will not contain the data. When there is no data in the entity, it will retrieve all the records from the table. Find all method. After retrieving all the records, we can see the list of plans I got. How many records I got? 12 records. After that, what I'm doing? I'm sending all the plans to UI by using model object. Then I'm sending binding object also. Good, F8. Now with this, all the records will come in the web page. Now you can see all the records are displaying in the web page. All the records are coming or not? All the records are coming. Now let me select a plan name as cache. Let me click on search. Again, from the UI, request is going to controller. Now go to controller. In the controller, I am having the search request. In the search request, what is there? Which field having the data? Every field having the data, or only plan name having the data? Plan name having the data as a cache. With that plan name, calling the service method. In the service method, I created entity object, empty entity object. If a plan name is not equal to null and not equal to empty, I'm setting the plan name to the entity object. Why I am setting the plan name to the entity? To add that condition to the query. To add that condition to the query, I'm adding plan name to the entity. Now F6, status available or not available? Not available. Gender available or not available? Not available. Start date available or not available? Not available. End date? Not available. Then in the entity, which field having the data? Only plan name. Then how the query will be prepared? How the query will be prepared? Select star from table where plan name is equal to cache. Now it is going to retrieve the records according to that. Now I got the data. How many records I got? 3. Total there are 12 records available. I got only 3 records. Those 3 records I'm sending to UI. From controller, I'm sending the 3 records to UI, F6. Then I'm sending binding object back to the UI, F8. Now see here, in this, am I able to get the cache data? Am I able to get the cache data? Yes, I'm able to get the cache data. Now observe, I want to click on Excel. I want to click on Excel. So when I click on the Excel, what is the flow now? Yesterday flow is different. Today flow is different. Yesterday I have written everything in one class, but today I refactored my code. Now what is the flow when I click on the Excel? From that, get request will go to controller. What controller will do? Controller will call service method. What service method will do? Communicate with the database and get the data which is required to export. It will get the data from the database. After getting the data from the database, what my service will do? It will call the generator class. Excel generator class available, PDF generator class available. What is the difference between yesterday code and today's code? Output is same, functionality is same, but there is a change in the implementation. What is the change in the implementation? Yesterday, everything available in the service class. Today, I separated Excel logic into Excel generator, PDF logic into PDF generator. Whenever you click on Excel, the get request will go to controller. Controller will call the service method. Service method will call the repository method, will get the data. After getting the data, my service method will give the data to Excel generator. Excel generator will generate the Excel and will set it to the response object. Then service will send the response to controller. Controller will send the response to browser. Same thing. When I click on PDF, what will happen? First request will go to controller. What controller will do? Controller will call the service method. What the service method doing? Communicating with the repository. Get the data. Then call the PDF generator with the data. What PDF generator will do? It will generate the PDF and will attach to the response object. That response will be sent to the browser. Yesterday code is recommended. Today's code is recommended. Today's code is recommended. Why? Why today's code is recommended? We are decoupling the functionality. We are decoupling our functionality. Now, let me click on Excel. Click on Excel. Excel file is downloaded. There is no breakpoint there. Let me keep a breakpoint. Controller, Excel method is available and PDF method is available. I'm keeping the breakpoint. Why breakpoint? Why breakpoint? I want to start the debugging from that particular line. Now, click on Excel. When I click on Excel, breakpoint is available. From the UI, request came to controller method. Request came to controller method. What controller doing? Content type, add the header, then F6, service.export Excel. It is calling the service method. Go inside the service method. What service method is doing? Calling the database. Repository.find all. I got the data. List of plans I got. After that, what service is doing? Excel generator.generate. Now, go to that generate method. Here, the logic is available to generate the Excel. Now, F6. So, Excel file will be created. I don't want to debug all these things. Finally, it will be added to my response object. Now, workbook.write-up response. Close the workbook. Come back. What my service method doing? Returning true. Then what controller will do? Simply download that Excel file. My Excel file is downloaded. Data is coming. Got it? Similarly, can I send a request for PDF also? Click on PDF. Now, when I click on the PDF, request came from the UI to my controller method. My controller method setting the response content type, response header, and calling service method. Export PDF. Go inside the service. Inside the service, what I am doing? Getting the data from the database and getting the data from the database. And I am calling PDF generator.generate method. So what this PDF generator generate method will do? It will generate the PDF. F6. Now PDF generator is available. F8. So directly it will come here. Then my PDF file will be downloaded. Now, so can you see this diagram? Is our application working as given in the diagram? Is my application working as given in the diagram? Yes. From the UI, request will come to controller. From the controller, service to repository to database. Here, PDF generator, Excel generator are called as helper classes, or they are called as utility classes. So in the project, controller classes will be available, service classes will be available, repository classes will be available, helper classes also will be available. Helper classes are also called as utility classes. Generally, where the business logic will be available? Business logic will be available in the service class. Now, if I write complete business logic in the service class, what will happen? If I write complete business logic in the service class, what will happen? That the class size will increase, that the class maintenance will become difficult. Simple example, sir. We have started Java full stack. We have started Java full stack. When you join for Java full stack by Mr. Ashok, you join for that. What is the meaning of the full stack? Backend will be available and front end will be available. If I want to teach complete backend, front end, core Java, advanced Java, JDBC, servlet, JSP, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, Angular, Spring Boot, microservices, project, Docker, Kubernetes, AWS, Linux, what will happen? That will be burden for me or not? If I want, how many things are there in the full stack? Core Java, JDBC, Servlet, JSP, Hibernate, Spring Boot, REST API, microservices, right? Then HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, Angular, then AWS Cloud, Linux. Almost 17 to 18 courses are available. As one person, can I teach all the 17 to 18 courses? My time is not sufficient for that and I will get stressed. That is the reason what I am doing. HTML, CSS I am giving to another faculty. Hibernate I have given to another faculty. Project I am taking. Spring Boot I am taking. Can I say those trainers are helping me to complete the full stack course? Yes or no? Can I call those trainers are helpers for me in the full stack training? Yes. So Hibernate class has taken by one faculty. The web development class has taken by another faculty. Okay. The overall finishing touch I have to give for the Java full stack development. But in between, for some courses, I'm taking other faculties so that they will complete some part of the full stack development. Similarly, in my project, service IMPL is available. Let's consider myself as a service IMPL. If I teach all the courses, what will happen? First of all, you will lose your interest. Every day same boring face we have to see. Yes or no? Every day from last 6 months we are seeing the same face, same boring, same voice, same katha. Right. Now, that's why if I write everything in one class, what is the problem? If I write everything in one class, what is the problem? That will become burden for that class. So just imagine, if I teach all the courses in the full stack, that will be burden for me. I'm giving some courses to other faculties, some courses I'm taking, some courses other trainers are taking. Overall, full stack development will be completed. Similarly, in my project, if I implement all the business logics in the service layer, what is the problem? That class maintenance will become difficult. That's why what I will do is some logics I will divide into helper classes. PDF generation, that is independent functionality. Excel generation, one independent functionality. Email sending, one independent functionality. Instead of writing Excel generation, PDF generation, email sending in the service class, I am writing that in the helper class. Are you guys clear? My service call will talk to helper classes to execute some business logic. Now, from the UI, request is coming to the controller. Controller is talking to the service class. Service class is talking to repository as well as service class is talking to helper classes also. Service is talking to helper classes. Those helper classes we are calling as utility classes, and the service class is talking to repository also. In the real project, our development should be available like this. We should not write everything in one class. We need to divide our functionality into multiple classes. Presentation components are separate. Controller components are there. Service components are there. Repository components are there. Helper components also available. Tell me, what is the difference between service and a helper? Service class will contain the business logic. Then what is the helper? Helper also contains the business logic only. But what is the difference? I don't want to combine everything in one service class. Excel generation, I'm keeping in the separate class. PDF generation, keeping in the separate class. Email sending, keeping in the separate class. Who will call the helper classes? Controller will call the helper. Controller will call only service. Controller will call only service. Service will call the helpers as well as it will call the repository also. Now, do you understand what are the changes I made to the code now? Yes. So now I am making my code better with respect to industry standards. Good. So with this, report generation is completed. Now the pending part is when I click on this Excel icon, that report should go to my email as a attachment. I need to implement email sending functionality in the Spring Boot. Observe. Sending email using Spring Boot. The first thing is here, in order to send email in the Spring Boot provided one dependency that is called mail starter. There is a dependency called mail starter dependency available. If you want to develop email functionality in the project, first you need to add mail starter dependency. Add mail starter dependency in form.xml file. Then after we need to configure SMTP properties. Okay. In order to communicate with the database, we are adding data source properties. Similarly, I want to communicate with the mail server to send the email. To communicate with the mail server, we need to configure SMTP properties. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Okay. If you want to send any email from your Java or Python or .NET application, SMTP server is required. Tomorrow, when you go for company will provide you SMTP properties. But today, we are going to use Gmail SMTP properties. Okay, guys, Gmail SMTP is available. For our testing purpose, I'm going to use my Gmail SMTP properties. Okay. In the company, we will use company SMTP properties. We need to configure SMTP properties in our form.xml. First, let me go to my project form.xml file. You see here, mail starter is available or not available? Mail starter is already configured. At the time of creating the project itself, I have added mail starter dependency in the form.xml. Then go back and see here, application properties. Database properties are available. Hibernate properties are available. View resolver properties are available. Now I need to configure my SMTP properties. Gmail SMTP properties. SMTP host, SMTP port, SMTP host username, host password, like that we need to configure some properties. So now let me get those properties from Google. Gmail SMTP properties. Gmail SMTP properties. Now let me take the properties. Yeah. So what is the server name? smtp.gmail.com. Our Gmail ID, username we have to give, and password we need to give. Port number is also available. Or else let me take this. Spring Boot email. Yeah. Guide to Spring email. Spring Boot sending email via SMTP. Now go here. Yes. These are the properties that I need to copy. Take these properties. Let me add the properties in our properties file. So spring.mail.host, smtp.gmail.com, mail.port 587 is the Gmail SMTP port number. Our Gmail account username and password we need to configure. Our Gmail account username and password I need to configure. Gmail account username. That username, let me take my email ID, ashokit.online01@gmail.com. From this mail ID, I want to send the mails to my recipients, right? Password is required. SMTP authentication is true. If your mail ID, username and password are correct, then only email will go. Otherwise, email will not go. SMTP start TTLS enable. Whatever the settings that are I'm configuring, those settings should be enabled for the SMTP communication. For that, I am writing one property enable true. And here I am specifying authentication as true. And SMTP host, SMTP port, username and password. Okay. Here guys, for the password, not your account password, you need to generate app password. You need to generate your Gmail account app password. Earlier, to send the emails, we need to enable less secure apps in the Gmail. From in the last 6 months back, I think so, they removed less secure apps and they provided app password for that. Let me log in into my Gmail account. Yeah, use another account. Let me log in. Next. Yes. Verification code. Yeah, I have that mobile. I forgot. Yeah, this is because I enable two-step verification. To generate app password, two-step verification is mandatory. Even if you know my email ID and password, you cannot log in into my Gmail account because when you try to log in, it will send one OTP to my mobile. If I enter that number, then only you can log in into my account. Wrong code. 02199. 012 012 999. Okay. Yeah. Next. I logged in into my Gmail account, guys. After logging into Gmail account, go here, click on account. So you need to click on your account. In this account, go to security tab. Observe carefully. If you do this setting, then only email will go from your application. Otherwise, email will not go. After logging into your Gmail account, click on account option. After opening the account, go to security tab, security menu. Once you click on the security, here two-step verification is required. You need to click on two-step verification. Today morning at 7 o'clock, I enabled the two-step verification. Okay. So I want you people to enable that two-step verification. If a two-step verification is enabled, then only we can generate app password. After enabling the two-step verification, for some people, app password option will come directly here. But for me, that option is not coming. Then what we can do is, Google app password. Okay. My account.google.com app password. If I click on this, I will give the URL in the chat box. Send a verification code again. Enter that code. Omchi, 630 mobile తీసుకురావా 630 mobile 630 number. Guys, it went OTP to another mobile. Let me get that. In order to send the email, this setting is mandatory, guys. Okay. Okay, bhai. Right. OTP. Yes, guys, I got the OTP 02 0028. Click on next. Yes, fine. I am able to access this app password. Now click on select app. For why you want to generate this, just click on other. Okay, then you can give any name, just like Ashok IT. Click on generate. So with this, my app password got generated. So this is one time only you can copy this password, and keep it in your password. So that is my Gmail account app password that is required to send the emails from our application. I hope you got how to generate app password. Now, so first you need to log in into your account. After login, go to security, then enable two-step verification. After enabling the two-step verification, some people will get the option directly here for the app password, but I'm not getting that. When you don't get that option, you can directly go to Google and you can type this URL, myaccount.google.com app password. If you access this URL, then app password page will be opening for you. App password. Yeah. So when you hit this URL, it is opening. I generated a app password at 10:21. You can't see that now anymore. It is only one time we can copy. I copied that app password and I have stored that here. After the class is completed, I will delete my app password so that you can't access that. Right. So here I have configured my SMTP properties. What is the first step I have done? Add mail starter dependency in the form.xml. Then login into your Gmail account. Login into Gmail account. Enable two-step verification. Enable two-step verification. Then generate app password and copy that. Copy that. Save that somewhere. Save it. Okay. We need to configure SMTP properties in application.properties file. So what is the URL to generate the app password? The URL is app passwords https myaccount.google.com/app passwords. After enabling the two-step verification, if you access this URL, there you can generate your app password. So that app password we need to configure in our properties file. So in the properties file, these are the properties we need to add. In these properties, your username, your mail ID and your password you need to enter. Got it? So fine. With this I configured my SMTP properties in the application. Once the SMTP properties are configured, now the next step is create email utility class to send the emails. Now create email utility class to send email from our application. Got it? Now fine, let me go and create that email. Let me save this email sending. Go to my project, stop this server. Now create one utility class. Email utils already available. It is a normal Java class. I want to make it as a Spring Bean. How to make it as a Spring Bean? By using @component. In this class, I will inject one predefined class provided by Spring Boot, which is Java mail sender. That mail sender object I'm injecting. Okay. So here I'm creating email utils class. That is my user defined class. In that class, I am injecting Java mail sender. Java mail sender is an interface that is provided by Spring Mail dependency. In the Spring Mail dependency, I have Java mail sender. Now I'm going to write a method public boolean send email. Public boolean send email. For this email, I'm going to pass string subject, string body, string to address. Okay, guys. subject, body, and to address I'm going to take for this send email method. File also we need to send as a attachment. We will add that later. Now return some true. If a mail is sent successfully, I want to return true. Okay. Now let me keep try catch block here. Sometimes we may face issues with the SMTP servers. Exception E. I'm writing one catch block. Now, in order to send the email, we are having a predefined class called mail sender class is available. In the Spring Boot, there is a predefined class called Java mail sender. By using Java mail sender, we can send the email. To send the email, mail sender method provided, mail sender class provided one method called send method. Can you see that send method? It is expecting message object. Either you can go for simple message object or you can go for my message object. If you want to sit properly, man, sit properly. If you want to send a simple email, then you can go for simple message object. I want to send email with some HTML tags, with some attachment, then I need to go for my message. Okay. Two types of messages we can create. One is called simple message. Second one is called my message. What is the difference between simple message and my message? If you don't want to send any attachment, if you want a plain text, go for simple message. If you want to send some attachment, then go for my message. Okay. Now let me create here one my message object. Mail sender dot create my message. Mail sender object I have injected by using auto wiring. Using that mail sender, I'm creating my message object. Let us store that into my message variable. My message variable is created. Okay. That my message I will pass to send method. My message I'm passing to send method. Are you clear with this as of now? Yes. What are the steps that I have done? What are the steps that I have done? I have created my project. In the project, I have added mail starter dependency, which is used to send the emails by using Spring Boot. Then I generated app password for my Gmail that is required to send the emails. Then after, we need to configure SMTP properties in the application.properties file. Then after, create email utility class to send email from our application by using Java mail sender. By using Java mail sender. Java mail sender class provided send method to send the emails. In Java mail sender, we have send method. We have send method. Send method will take, send method can take simple message or my message as parameter. When to go for simple message? When I should go for simple message? To send plain emails, text format. To send plain emails with the text format. When to go for my message? If you want to send email with the attachment. When you want to send emails with the attachment, then you need to go for my message class. Here, I'm creating my message class object. Observe how I am creating my message class. I injected Java mail sender. In the mail sender, I'm having a method to create the my message object. In this, I'm having a method to create the my message object. Let me call that method. Here, mail sender object I have injected through auto wiring. Mail sender dot create my message. I got that my message object. Let me store that into one variable. I stored that into my message variable. Then I will call mail sender dot send of our my message. Right? Mail sender dot send of my message. If any exception occur, I want to print on the console for now. Later we will implement logging for that. Okay. My message object is created. Using this my message, I'm going to create one helper class. My message helper, helper is equal to new my message, new my message helper. For that, I'm passing my message object as a parameter. Finally, I'm able to create one helper class. For the helper class, I'm passing my message object as a parameter. My message helper. Message helper. No, this is my message helper. Perfect. So I created my message object. That my message object I'm passing as a parameter to my message helper. Can I say I'm doing constructor injection? Can I say it is a constructor injection? How can we say it is a constructor injection? I'm passing my message object as a parameter to my message helper class constructor. Now, by using this helper, I'm going to set helper dot set subject. Subject I got as my method parameter. Then similarly, helper dot set body. Body not available. Text is available. For the text, there are two parameters available. Set text string text comma boolean HTML. To address body I am passing. In the body, are you using any HTML tags? If you are using, then keep it as true. Boolean HTML true. That means, does your body contain HTML tags or your body is a plain text? My body contain HTML tags. Then I will keep true. It will process our HTML tag. Then let us set helper dot set to address. Now to address, let me give Ashok IT dot online02, another mail ID, online02 @gmail.com, or else let me give Ashok IT dot classes @gmail.com. I'm giving two address as a different. From address, online01 will be my from address. To address, ashokit.classes@gmail.com. With this, we can send emails from Springboard. That's it. If you want to send one attachment, then you need to go here and you need to set helper.add attachment. What is the file name and what is the source of the file? Attachment I will send later. For now, let me see plain email is going or not. If a plain email is going, then we will try to add the attachment for that email. Good. Currently, I am removing this attachment logic. Now, observe this, guys. How many lines of code? Just 5 to 6 lines of code we are writing to send the email. I added dependency in the pom.xml mail starter. Then I have generated app password for my Gmail account. Then I have created email util class and I configured SMTP properties here. This is my username, my from me email ID. This is my app password. Then after email utils class I have created, Java mail sender I have injected, subject, body, to address. My message I'm taking because I want to send a attachment. For that my message. Plain email, simple message. Now mail sender dot create my message. I got my message object. My message object I am passing to my helper. With the helper, I'm setting my subject, I'm setting my body, I'm setting the to address, I'm calling sender.send method. Now go to our service class. Let me inject email utils class in my service. Private email utils. In my service class, I'm injecting email utils. Okay, injected. Now, when I click on Excel, after generating the response, I want to call email utils dot to address. I'm passing here. Okay. Now let me go to service class. Email utils dot send email. What parameters it is expecting? Subject it is expecting. To address it is expecting. Body also it is expecting. String subject is equal to test mail. Okay. Test mail subject. Now string body is equal to test mail body. This body, let me keep in the H1. Let me keep in the H1 to see whether H1 tag is processing or not. I'm keeping the body in my H1 tag. Okay. Then to address. Let me give to address string to any mail ID. I'm giving my another mail ID classes@gmail.com. Perfect. What is the order? Subject, body, to address. Now subject, body, and to address. In the Excel method, I have written the logic to send the email. Okay. Let us try to run this application. Meanwhile, let me log in into my Gmail account, another Gmail account. Right? Yeah. Let me sign in into another account. Use another account. Yeah, fine. So currently in this mail, there are no emails available. Currently, I logged in into ashokit.classes@gmail.com. No emails available in the primary tab. Now go to our application, run our application. You can even debug. I disabled breakpoint. So in the Excel method, I have implemented email logic, guys. Whenever you click on Excel icon, it will go to service method calling Excel generator generate method, and it is calling email utils.send email method. Okay. Go to our application, refresh, reset this. Yeah, application loaded. Click on search, data is coming. Existing functionality is not broken. It is working as expected. Mail records are coming. Female, one record is available. Status denied, no records are available. Existing functionality working as expected. Now click on Excel. When I click on Excel, what is the flow of execution now? From this UI, request will go to my controller. My controller will be calling the service. Service is getting the data from the repository. Then service giving the data to the Excel generator. Then service is talking to email class also. Got it? If you want, I will enable breakpoints so that you can see that in the better manner. Export Excel, here breakpoint is available. Email utils, here also one breakpoint is available. Now go here and click on Excel. There is a breakpoint. Now request came to controller method. Now observe carefully, guys, all of you. Keep your brains and listen. My request came to controller method. From the controller method, I'm calling service method. I'm going inside the service. Inside the service, what is happening? Getting the data from the repository. Plant repository dot find all. I'm getting all the records. After getting the records, what it is doing? Excel generator dot generate. What is the meaning of that? It will go to Excel generator class generate method. It will generate the Excel. It will give to the response object. Now it is writing the data to the response object. Writing the data to the response object. Then come back. In the browser, Excel will be downloaded. That is different story. But still, response is not sent to the browser. My method execution not completed. Okay. Now here, subject is there. Body is there. To address is available. I'm calling email utils dot send email method. Go inside this method. Now what is there? In this class, I'm injecting the Java mail sender. By using mail sender, I'm creating my message. Why I am going for my message? I want to send attachment for that. Okay. F6. By using my message, I created my message helper. For the helper, I'm setting the subject, I'm setting the body, I'm setting the to address. Finally, I'm calling mail sender dot send method. What is the purpose of mail sender dot send method? To send the email to our given mail ID. Okay. What is the mail ID I have given? ashokit.classes@gmail.com. Go to that mail. This is my mail ID, ashokitclasses@gmail.com. In the inbox, any mails are available? No mails are available. Now go to email util F6. Check it, working or not. If it is failed, it will come to the catch block. If it is success, it will go to true. F6. Success or failure? Success. Now see here, I have received the email. I have received that email. Now test mail subject, test mail body. H1 tag is working as expected or not? Yes. Why the H1 tag is working? Because in the code I have given set text body comma true. Now F8. So with this, in the browser, Excel file is downloaded and I got the email also. Now in this email, I want to send that file as a attachment. Are you guys clear? But I have a question. When we are generating this Excel, is it storing in our folder or it is not storing in our folder? The Excel file is storing in our folder or not storing in our folder? Not storing in our folder. Now, I want to get that Excel file which is generated. That file I should send as a attachment. Are you guys getting? First of all, are you clear with the email sending functionality? Anybody who is not able to understand email sending? Offline people or online people, anyone? In the classroom, you will say everything is working, everything is understand. But when it comes to practicals, 90% of the people are not able to do it. In the class, everybody saying, yes, we understand. But when it comes to the assignment, the bad thing is, whatever I have done in the class, same thing you are not able to do. It is not something, in the major project situation will not be like this. In the major project, only I will give the requirement. You have to complete the task. I don't do that. In the mini project, I'm giving the task, I'm doing the task, I am asking you to do that. That also you are not able to do. Tomorrow, when the major project started, I will just tell, this is my requirement. You need to develop. I will give 1 or 2 days time. Then I will go for next requirement. क्या करेगा? Check bajna. Whatever the things that I am explaining in the class, with the debugging I am explaining the code. Line by line I am writing in front of you. Line by line I am explaining. I am executing. I am showing the output. I am debugging the code to understand in the better way. After doing this much, also people are not able to do it. That is my bad luck. Because you are my student now. Seriously, guys, nobody will give you content like this. Nobody will explain these many times. Just they will tell one time, code is completed, take the workspace. Khatam. But here, Jan Bujke, I am not giving the code. Wantedly, I am not giving the code. If I give the code, you will not learn anything. If I give, I told you several times, if I give the code, my batches will complete very easily, very quickly. Because you will not ask any doubt when you have the source code. If you don't have the source code, you will try to do it. You will get some problem. Then you will come and ask me. I have to explain. That is burden for me. But still I am okay. If you practice, I will be the most happiest person. I want you to become a good programmer. Anybody not able to understand email sending? Anybody not able to understand? Anybody not able to understand email sending logic? Step by step I have given. Add the dependency in the pom.xml. Enable two-step verification. Generate app password. Configure your app password in the SMTP properties. Then create email utility class from your application by using mail sender. Then in the mail sender we have send method. Send method will take simple message and my message. I'm taking my message. Why I am taking my message? I want to send the attachment also. to send the attachment to the email, there should be somewhere that file is stored, right? Somewhere I have to store the Excel file in my system. From that location, I will take that file. I will give as an attachment to my email. Now, go to Excel generator. In the Excel generator, currently what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to get the servlet output stream. Okay. For the servlet output stream, I'm giving my workbook. That will be writing the workbook data to my output stream. I'm closing my workbook. Now, let me try another scenario here. Let me go for file output stream. FOS is equal to new file output stream. File output stream, new file output stream. I'm giving new file. I'm giving new file. So let me take it as plans.xls. Plans.xls. Now, whatever the workbook data is available, workbook dot write to the file output stream also. Got it? I'm trying to write my Excel file, the file output stream, as well as servlet output stream. What is the difference between file output stream and servlet output stream? File output stream will create the file in the current folder. Servlet output stream will send it to the browser. Now, let me check it first. That file is really getting created or not. Okay. Here, let me run my application, refresh. Currently in my project workspace, any Excel file available? Currently Excel file available or not available? Not available. Now, let's start our project. Let's start our project in the debug mode. Without debugging, I can't understand the problems. Right. Application started. Go to application, reset. Now click on Excel. Click on Excel. Now, when I click on the Excel, let us see what is the behavior. Excel file is downloaded or not? In the browser, Excel file is downloaded. Now go to this folder, Excel file created or not? Excel file got created. Let me show you once again. Okay. Plans.excel. Plans.excel. Okay. Now go to browser. Here also Excel is created. Fine. Refresh, reset. Check it in the browser. Now I'm going to click this here. Here plans.excel is available. Let me delete it. Open in JDK library. Right. Response is sent. Okay. The problem, after writing this, I need to close my file output stream. File output stream dot close. Close this. File output stream dot close. Now application restarted. Guys, observe in my system, that file is not available now. File is available in my system or file is not available in my system? Not available. Now go to browser, refresh. Let me click on Excel. Now when I click on Excel, now check it. Now check it. Excel is downloaded. In the browser, Excel is downloaded. Here Excel is created. Open the Excel. Yes, Excel file is coming here. With this, I'm able to create the Excel file in my system, as well as the file is going to the browser also as a attachment. Now, whatever the file that is created in my system, that file only I want to send as a attachment to the email. Are you guys clear? In the email utils class, I'm going to take one method called helper.send attachment. Helper.set attachment. Helper.set add attachment. Sorry. Helper.add attachment. Now see the parameters for the add attachment method. Add attachment method is taking file name comma file object. File name comma file object. What is the file name? I can give any name for that file. That is plans info. Attachment, I'm going to take this as a file object. Okay guys, I'm taking that file object as a parameter here for my send method. Now let me pass that file object as a second parameter for helper.add attachment. Helper.add attachment. Now go to service IMPL. In the service IMPL, I need to pass my file object. Where is my file? File f is equal to new file. That file is already creating in the folder. What is the name I am giving for the file? Plans.xls. Plans.xls is the name I am giving for that. Save this, import the package, pass that file object as a parameter for email utils. Got it? Come on, guys. So here I'm sending the request for export Excel. When I send the request for the export Excel, it is going to call Excel generator generate method. In the Excel generator, I'm creating my workbook. Whatever the workbook is created, workbook I am writing to the file output stream. Workbook I am writing to the servlet output stream. Why I am writing to file output stream and servlet output stream? Servlet output stream to send to the browser, file output stream to send to the email. Okay, guys. Now, in that file output stream, what is the file I am giving? New file, comma, plans.xls. Do I need to pass this name here? Not required. What I will do is, in this response, comma, file object also I will take as a parameter. File object also will take as a parameter. Let me pass that file as an input. In which file it has to generate the data, that file name I will give as the input. Now, who is calling this method? This method is calling by service. In the service, first I will declare the file object here. Then I will pass that file object as a parameter for the generate method. Got it? First I am creating my file object. In which file that Excel data should be stored. I created one Excel file in my system. In that Excel file, I want to store the data. I'm sending that file object as a parameter for generate method. Same file object I am passing to send email method also. After everything is completed, after email is sending, then I will call f.delete. What is the meaning of f.delete? From my system, that file should be deleted. It should go in the attachment. It should be downloaded in the browser. Then it should delete from my server. That means from my folder, it has to delete. Got it? Yes. Now let's try. Go to this mail ID. Yes. What happened? Multiple times my code is executed. Multiple emails I have received. Okay, guys. Now let me delete it. All the mails I have deleted. Good. Go to our application. Right click, refresh, run as boot application. Right click, run as boot application. Clear the console. No emails available. Go to our application. Now go to our folder. In the folder file is available. Let me delete it. Okay. Refresh. Okay, let's keep it. No problem. Now click on Excel. Click on Excel. The site cannot be reached. क्या problem भाई? Okay. It is open in the system. That's the problem. Deleted. Now let me refresh my project. Okay. Debug my project. Illegal state, not in multi-part mode. Create an appropriate message helper via construct. Alternate text inline elements to the attachment. Multi-part attachment is not accepting. Okay. So check it here. There is an exception. for my message helper, I'm passing only my message boolean multipart. I want to send the multipart, keep it as true. Okay, let's try this. Clear the console. Right, now go to the browser, refresh, reset. Yeah, application loaded. Go to email. Sorry, this is my mail ID. In this mail ID, currently any mails available or not available? Not available. Now reset. Now go to our console, clear the console. Any file available in my folder? In my folder currently, no files are available. You can check it. In my folder currently, no files are available. Now go here, click on Excel. Excel file should be downloaded. Excel file is downloaded. Now go to email. Go to email. Did I get the mail with attachment? I got the mail with attachment or not? Yes, I got an email with the attachment. Click on this mail. So test email body plans info, that Excel file contains my data. Right? So the mistake that you have done, constructor parameter. For the my message helper, we are passing only my message. If you want to set multipart data, you need to pass true. How I got the solution? With a single search, I got the solution here. See. No. You need to read this properly. I'm trying to send attachment like this. I'm getting error. This code is giving the error. The solution for that code is below one. You have tried with the error solution, error code. For that question, below solution is available. The only you have to pass is a true flag. I'm setting the true flag, attachment is going. So that is the technique to search the problems in the Google. What I have done, whatever the exception I got, I just copied that exception, I pasted in the Google. Within 30 seconds, I got the solution for that problem. That is the confidence. That is how a developer will work in the project. Good. Now, same thing can I do for PDF also? Can I send PDF also as an attachment now? Yes, we can send PDF also as a attachment. Okay, go to PDF generator. What I am doing in the PDF generator? Directly I am writing the PDF get instance to response.get output stream. Now what I need to do? Here PDF writer will be available. PDF instance is available. That is PDF writer. So PDF writer, I'm attaching to this response.get output stream. So now what I can do here, I want to again store that in the PDF file. That PDF file I will give as an attachment to my email. How to store the PDF into the another PDF file? Response.get output stream. Now I need to go for file output stream object. I need to pass file output stream. PDF writer.get instance of this document I am passing for that. So same thing let me do by using file output stream. PDF writer dot get instance of document, comma, I will go for new file output stream of file object I will supply. The file object I will supply as a method parameter. Service layer will pass this file object. Service layer will pass this file object. Now go to service layer. Here I need to pass file object. Now let me create the file here. Which file I want now? I want the .pdf file. Now let me pass that file object as a parameter. File object I am passing as a parameter. Then I need to call these methods in order to send it. After sending the email, file is available or file is deleted? File got deleted. If I don't delete that file, so many files will be created. After first I am creating the file, that file I am passing to my generator method. It will store the file in the system. Then same file I am passing to my email method for the attachment. After sending the attachment in the email, I'm calling f.delete. That is going to delete my file. Similarly, I'm creating a PDF file. I'm passing the PDF file data to the generate method. It will create the file in the local system. Then I'm sending the same file as an attachment in the email. Then I'm deleting that file. Now let's try. Run this code. Clear the console. Yeah, go to our mail. We got only one mail with the Excel attachment. Now go to reports, click on reset. Now check it in the browser, PDF. When I click on the PDF, PDF is downloaded. Yes, PDF downloaded. Now go to mail, check it. PDF is coming as attachment or not? Yes, there are two mails available. One mail I got Excel as attachment, another mail I got PDF as attachment. Difficult? How much time it took? 20 to 30 minutes maximum to implement email functionality with the attachment. That's it. Huh. रीराइट कर सकते हैं. हाँ. That means multiple files are creating with 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Then call delete method. So with this, what we have completed? One mini project completed. Now, can you see our requirement once? Whatever we discussed in the requirement. Plan name drop down, values should come from database table. Yes. Plan name drop down values are coming from database. Server stopped. Yeah. Plan name drop down values coming from the database table. Plan status drop down values should come from the database. You can see status values also coming from the database. It is a dynamic search functionality. Based on the search criteria, we need to fetch records from the database and display in the UI. So if you click on search, first all the 12 records are coming. When I select plan name as cache, click on search, 3 records are coming. Gender, male 2 records available, female 1 record available. So gender, male I am selecting, search 2 records available, female 1 record is coming. Suppose if there is no data, then it should come as no records found. For example, if I give date like this, click on search. With the date, no records available, no records found message is coming. Then email functionality, let me delete this mail ID. Email, nothing is available there. Now click on Excel. Excel file is downloading as well as going as a attachment also. Now go to this inbox, see this. I got the email with the Excel file as a attachment. Now go and click on PDF. PDF file is downloaded and go to the inbox and check it. One more email will come with the PDF as a attachment. I got another email with PDF as attachment. First email with Excel file as attachment. Second email with the PDF file as a attachment. Yes, with this, all the given requirements got completed, right? So when user click on Excel, then completed database table data should be exported to Excel, and Excel file should be sent as an attachment to your email ID. To address, whatever the to address you will give, to that address it will send that mail. And when you click on the PDF, completed table data should be exported to PDF and send that file as an attachment to the mail. That mail functionality also working as expected. Now observe guys, how I am sending email in the attachment as well as how I am downloading that file in the browser. The reason is here if you see, whenever you click on that Excel button or hyperlink, then request will come to this method. This method is calling my service method. In the service method, what I am doing, I am creating one file. To which file I want to write the data, that file object I have created by using file f is equal to new file. What is the name of the file? I'm giving for that. Then I am getting the data from the repository. All the records I'm getting from the database table. With that data, I am calling my helper class method. For the helper class method, what are the parameters I am passing? Response object I am passing, data I am passing, file also I am passing. Why I am passing response? This response is used to send the file to the browser. Why I am passing the file? This file is used to create a file in the system. Why I am passing the plans? This is the data which I want to write in the Excel. Three parameters I am passing for the helper class method. First parameter is the response. Tomorrow who will tell you we need to take these parameters for this method? Will anybody tell you that? That is called maturity. That is called your analysis. My requirement is when I click on that Excel, that file should be sent in the mail as a attachment and that file should be downloaded in the browser. To send the file in the attachment, first I need to have the file in my system. For that I am creating the file object. And to send that file in the attachment in the browser, I need to write that file data to the response object. For the helper class method, I'm taking response as a parameter, data as a parameter, file as a parameter. Now, generate method will create the workbook, will write the workbook to the output stream, will write the workbook to the file output stream, will write the workbook to the servlet output stream. So here file output stream means file will be created in the local. Servlet output stream means file will be sent to the response in the browser. After completion of this, now I am calling send email method. To send the email, I have a email util class method, send email, subject, body, to which file you want to send as a attachment, you need to pass that. When you want to send attachment in the email for the helper class, my message comma true. This true represents that enable attachment sending in the email. If I don't set this, that attachment will not go, right? We need to pass it as true, then only attachment functionality will be enabled. So to send the attachment, I'm calling helper.add attachment plan name comma file object. Which file you want to send as a attachment. Then here my service class is calling email utils.send email subject comma body comma to address comma file. What is this file? This is the file which is created in my system. Who created that file in my system? My generator class created. That file I am using for the attachment. After attachment is sent, once the email is sent successfully, I am deleting that file. Why I am deleting? I don't want to generate the files in my machine. Now, same concept I am doing for PDF also. I am creating one file. File F is equal to new file of PDF. I am getting the data. That file is giving as an input for the generate method and the PDF. It will write this generate. Here if you see, I am opening get instance of output stream, get instance of file output stream. What is the meaning of response output stream? That is for browser. What is the purpose of file output stream? For the email. Okay, I am writing 2 lines of code there. PDF writer dot get instance of document comma response dot get output stream. That response is used to send the file to the browser. This file output stream is used to download the file in my system. In workspace folder, that file will be downloaded. After that file is downloaded, I'm sending that file as a parameter to send email method. Send email method will take this file, will add that file as a attachment. Then that file will go as a attachment in the email. Once the attachment is sent, then I am deleting that file. After this process is completed, we are good. Our mini project requirement is completed. Clear? We can do one more thing here. What the thing is, once our Excel export, PDF export is completed, we can display one message. Report sent to your email as attachment. Right? We can write one message in the UI. Let me send that message to the UI. How can I send that message to the UI? Go to controller. In the controller, now You are calling this method and you are calling this method. How can we send it? Now, service method is returning the Boolean value. Boolean true will come. What is the meaning of Boolean true? It is sent. It sent successfully. Export PDF. Stop the server. Export PDF. Boolean is available. Sorry. Boolean status. Okay. If status is a success, then I need to send the response to the UI. Can I take model attribute? Model. Now, how to do that? Model dot add attribute key. Key is a message. Here I will send report sent to your email. Report sent to your email. Same thing I need to do for Excel also. Okay. It is going to return Boolean value. Let me take it as a status. Model dot add attribute report sent to your email. Got it. Model dot add attribute report sent to your email. Here I can give PDF report sent to your email, Excel report sent to your email. Now I am returning any UI page. I'm not returning any UI page. Am I returning any UI page? I'm not returning any UI page. I'm not returning any UI page. Now, what we need to do is, after this is done, model data I'm adding, but is that going to the UI or not? I am not sure. Let me check that. Go to UI, main web app pages, index.jsp. How to access the message in the JSP? Yes, let me. P tag class is equal to text success $of message. $of message. Okay. Yeah, let me run this. Reset. Click on Excel. No, not coming that message. Yes. Go to controller. Directly I can't return the index. Again, I need to call this method. In the Excel, after adding this, I'm calling this return index. I will take it as string. Here also, for Excel also, I need to take string and I need to return that index page. Why I am calling init method again? Load the plan name and plan status. Refresh. Click on Excel. Okay. Reset. Click on PDF. PDF is downloaded. Return index. Message is there. Index.jsp. No. $of message. That is fine. $of message is my key. My key is message. Where double quotes? No, that is a key, right? In the time leap, it is double quotes. It is JSP. It is JSP. Directly it should come, but reason can be this one, guys. So let me stop this. Yeah. I don't want to download in the browser now. Let me stop that response. Okay. It should work now. If I'm setting the content disposition, directly file is downloading. Okay. Let me stop that download in the browser. Reset. Click on Excel. Neither binding result. In the init method, I'm not sending the binding object. In the post mapping, we are setting this. New binding object. New search request I need to send. Because as the form is loading, binding object is not available for that. I'm setting that binding object. Refresh, reset, click on Excel. Okay, we are closing the work. Guys, that success message will not work. Leave that. Lot of code I need to change for that. Yeah, leave it. We don't need any success message. Leave that. Fine. Good. We can do it, but complete structure is going to change. Reset. Delete that mails. Reset. Search. Existing functionality working. It should not break. Click on Excel. Excel is downloaded and Excel is going as attachment. Fine. Click on PDF. PDF is downloaded. PDF should come as a attachment. Yes, PDF also coming as a attachment. In that, data is also coming. Perfect. So with this, whatever the requirement we thought of doing as one mini project, that is completed. Right? Yeah. How many days you guys need to complete this? Already done. This side, some people done. This side, Satvik completed. Remaining people. कितना टाइम लगेगा आपको ये कंप्लीट करने के लिए? Can you do it by today? You will say yes now. Tomorrow, again you will raise the hand. Sir, not completed. White label error I am getting. Data is not coming. File is not sending. File is not downloading. One thing you need to understand. Coding that you can't learn from someone. Now what you understand today? How quickly I am writing that code. How quickly I am writing that code. Even if I explain that code 10 times also, you will not understand. Unless you try to write that code on your own, you will not be able to complete the project. So if you see the code that I have written today, I have changed it from the logic from service layer to generator classes, and I created one email utility class. In that, I implemented my mail functionality. So if you observe, when I am writing the code, you will not understand anything. You need to sit. It will take time. I know that because first time you are developing one project with 10 classes in one project. How many classes we created? One controller, one entity, one repository, one service, 3 utility classes. This is the structure of the project that I have created. So you can see this structure. Yeah. Today and tomorrow analysis. What analysis, man? Analysis is done. After analysis only we have started the coding. अभी क्या analysis करेगा आप? See the classes, guys. 3 utility classes I have created. Service IMPL, one runner class I have created, one search request, one plan repository interface, one entity class, one controller, one start class is available. Developing the project in the class is very difficult for the trainer. The reason, it's not just like teaching a concept. We need to tell how we are writing the code, why we are writing the code. And people will not understand that also. After explaining 2 to 3 times also, people are not able to understand and they are not able to do it on their own. That is the reason in the Amirpet, no institute is conducting Java project batches. Why? Why they are not conducting the project batches? That is the one of the most headache batch in the courses. Java project is the most headache batch. If it is Spring Boot, is there any problem? No problem for the trainer. Explain the concept theoretically, develop one small application, show the output, share the source code. So that is the reason trainers are not interested to take the project batches because they already started batches, they struggled with the batches, they got the negative feedback because people will not practice. At the end of the course, people will say, I'm not getting the job. Why you will get the job when you don't have subject? So injecting the subject, teaching the subject, making the people to develop the project is the most headache task. That's why people are not taking the Java project batches outside. Even if they are taking the project batch, they will tell how to perform the CRUD operations. They will tell 4 to 5 tools, they will tell CRUD operations, backend, frontend, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, course completed. So nobody will give you this kind of requirement and nobody will check your assignment first of all. Whether you are doing it or not, nobody will follow up. So if you misuse this chance, definitely ultimate you will be the loser. If you go to any other institute, whether it is online or offline, nobody will explain the project like this. Why they will take this much burden? Why they need to take this much stress? Telling the concept is one problem. Writing the code in the class is another problem. And making them people writing the code for the same requirement is the another biggest problem. Because people are not realizing that, people are not doing that. Again, we need to follow up whether they are doing or not. After 3-4 times, then finally they will come with the laptop. My project is not working. If I see variable names are incorrect, Maven dependencies are incorrect, class naming packages are incorrect, methods are incorrect, everything is incorrect. Then what are you observing in the class? Daily 1 hour or 1.5 hours you are sitting in the class. When I am writing the code line by line, you are seeing that. I am repeating multiple times and I am executing that in front of you. I am debugging in front of you. Line by line I am executing. You are saying we are able to understand. When you are saying that you are able to understand, why you are not able to implement that? What is the problem? I want to know the reason, guys, because I don't want same thing for the second mini project. I don't want the same thing for the second mini project. This is first project, everything I have explained and I have given time for you also. If I do second mini project, third mini project also like this, how many days it will take to complete the course? Can you imagine? If you are doing like this, can you imagine when our course will complete? We completed after all one screen. Can I say this is a project in the company? What is this? One screen. For this screen development in the company, they will give 8 hours time. 3 points story. In the company, if we are developing this task, they will give 3 points. What is the meaning of 3 points? 1 day. In that 1 day, we need to analyze the requirement. We need to develop the requirement. We need to test that and we need to deploy that also within the 8 hours of time, within 1 hour, within 1 day. So this outside, if you say I have developed one project, if you show this, people will laugh. Bacha, this is not project, this is just one screen. In one project, this is just one screen. So don't think that we completed one project. We completed one screen. To complete one screen, how many days we have taken? 1 week. And that too, people are not able to do it. Now, can you imagine a project with 20-25 screens? Do you think that next screen will be like this? Now we don't see this screen in the project batch. It is completed. Next project, next screen will be available. Second mini project will have 3 to 4 screens. So it is only one screen now. In the second mini project, 3 to 4 screens will be available. Admin management, user management, CRUD operations will be available. Session implementation will be available. Beautiful user interface. I want carousel in the website. Right. Now you see in our Ashok IT website, carousel is available. Whenever you open the website, images will be keep on scrolling. I want this kind of scrolling. I want a login button. I want a register button. In the register button, country, state, city drop down will be there. When you select country, state should come. When you select state, city should come. How many days you will take for that? When you are taking 1 week for one screen, how many days you will take for my second project? एक महीने लगेगा. If you have this knowledge, it will take 1 month to complete. But please don't waste our time. So take it seriously. Complete this project today. Whatever the reports API I have completed, complete this project today. Already you people told that yesterday reports completed. Only email functionality pending. I want you to implement that email functionality. Email functionality will not take more than 1 hour for you. So when people are saying that we need time, I don't understand why you need time. Already you told that yesterday you completed that Excel PDF. What is the new thing today? Email sending. How much time it will take to send the email? 1 hour. Whatever the code I have implemented, within 1 hour we can develop email functionality. Then why you need 1 day time again? You are simply wasting your time. You are doing the time pass. You are asking me to cancel the classes. When you will get that seriousness, man? When we are studying Java, we have spent 1 year, 4 months, 1 year, 5 months for Java. At that time, nobody used to teach this kind of real-time scenario. In the 1.5 year, what we learned, you know, core Java, JDBC, servlet, JSP, completed. Spring is not there at that time. And that time we don't know any tool. We don't know how to send email. We don't know what is Bootstrap. We don't know what is front end. Just in the JDBC, servlet, JSP, login, registration, that's it. But today technology changed a lot. If you develop just login page, registration page, you will not get the job. You need to understand complete project scenario. So now, tomorrow they will ask a question. What are your roles and responsibilities in the project? Do you need to buttify the answer for that? How we have implemented mini project, same steps you need to tell them in the interview. I will get the requirement, functional design document. I will read my requirement. I will get some doubts. I will talk to my functional people. I will get the clarifications. Then I will design my database. Then I will design my classes. Then I will create my project. Then I will start developing the code. Then I will test my code. I will debug each and every line I have executed. I will understand where is the problem. I will fix it. Then I will commit my code to Git repository. Then I will deploy into dev server by using Jenkins. So whatever we are doing in the daily life, same thing you need to tell in the interview. So people outside will buttify the answers for the interview. Why? Because they will not develop anything. They will just read the question, buttify the answer. But here, no need to buttify anything. If you follow proper development practices, what I am doing in the class, definitely you can crack experienced interview, not fresher. You can crack experienced interviews. After developing this first project, did anybody feel that your confidence is increased or you are scared? Rare, it is very difficult to develop the projects. Anybody getting such kind of negative thoughts? Sir is writing the code easily, but we are getting a lot of problems. You can complain me because I'm not executing previous batch example. I'm writing everything in front of you from setup to till testing. I'm doing in the class itself. I'm also getting some problem. How I am solving that problem? I'm taking the Google help. I'm searching that problem in the Google. Whatever exception I'm getting, I'm pasting in the Google. I'm getting the solution. So that is the confidence. We have that experience. If any problem, we can easily solve that problem. That problem solving skill is there. That skill is very important. When you have that problem solving skill, you can develop any kind of project. You can develop any kind of requirement. Got it? I started designing the screens for the second mini project. Okay. So tomorrow I will give the requirement for the second mini project. Today I will complete the screen development. So I'm thinking one login page, one registration page. In the registration page, dependent drop-downs will be available. CRUD operations will be available. Session management also will be available. Login, logout, register, forget password, unlock account, session management, CRUD operation. 4 to 5 screens will be there in the second project. Whatever we have learned, everything will integrate in one project there. Got it? Up IRCTC पे account create करे तो you will get one code to your email. If you enter that code, then only your account will be unlocked. Yes, verify OTP type. Got it, guys? And for the second mini project, we need some knowledge on the jQuery because I need to develop dependent drop down. When I select the country, country specific state should come. When I select the state, state specific city should come. So for that, we need to do that analysis. Got it? That I think that requirement already I have posted in the YouTube 4 years back. Maybe I have deleted that video. Ajax. Right. Country, state, city drop down functionality. When this video is uploaded, 3 years back. Okay. Now see this video. In this video, like this, I will get the drop down. Country, state, and city. Okay. So what will be there here? If I play this, the moment this is the jQuery code that we need to write for this. So if you don't know jQuery, no worries. We can copy from Google. Now you see the behavior. Countries and cities will be, states will be available. When I select India, India states should come. When I select Telangana, Telangana cities should come. For that, first I need to teach you what is Ajax. Yeah, see here, I have given state name as India and USA. When I select the USA, USA states should come to the drop down. Right, India states, India cities are coming. That APR coming. Select the USA. When I select the USA, the drop downs are changing. USA states are coming. So that functionality we need to implement in our project. Those are called as dependent drop downs. Database. Yes. Perfect. Fine, guys. So good. Security I will explain later, sir. Yeah, not started. Okay. What is this, man? Can you give 1 or 2 days to complete the task? Yeah, it is painful for me, not for you. Yeah. Any questions? Online students? You can
Hello,
unmute,
sir.
you can ask.
Hello, sir. Hello.
I can't give you 2 days time, guys. Only today you have to complete it. I don't want to waste the classes.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Huh? Umshi?
Hello,
Password
sir.
encryption, decryption will come. Yes.
Hello,
Will come in the next project.
sir.
Yeah, Roshni, what is your doubt?
Yes, sir. Why it is rendering to only one specific email?
Huh?
Why this email functionality is rendering to your specific email?
I have
It should,
given 2 addresses as my mail ID.
sir, it is hard coding. Now it should ask to us for login.
No. That is different, madam. In this requirement, what I told, send the attachment to particular given email ID. That's it. In the future, requirement will change.
Okay.
Yeah, fine, guys. I want all of you to complete this project today, and definitely I'm going to check the assignment. Tomorrow after class is completed, everybody should show me your laptop. Tomorrow after class is tomorrow. It is just requirement explanation. Second project requirement I will explain in 30 to 40 minutes of time. Then I will call each and everybody. You need to bring your laptop and you need to show me your project. Whatever I have implemented in the class, everything should be there in your project. So it should work. Today, whether you do night out, whether you sleep or you don't sleep, I don't know. I want that project to be completed. I want that project to be completed by today itself. You sit in the lab and you do it and complete. Tomorrow, definitely I'm going to check all your projects in your laptops. Tomorrow class will happen 30 to 40 minutes only, because I just need to show you the requirement of the second project. After explaining the requirement, first project I will check in all your laptops. Take it seriously and complete that. Okay? Thank you. If anybody facing any problems after class is completed, sit in the lab. I will come to the lab and I will check that. If anybody facing any issue. So because we need to complete that by today. I will come. Yeah, I will come to lab by 2:30 around 3 o'clock. Okay? Yeah, come to the lab, all of you. We will sit there and we will solve any problem if you are facing. Yeah, thank you guys. I will go home. I will have my lunch and I will come back. अभी आ जाना अब उधर